Hey y'all, Bloodwing here, back to bring some grumpiness to your internet. And welcome back to Redneck Radio, the live stream where you get extra side helping of whatever you can think of. I can't think of anything today. And with me, as always, is Irate Bear.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're well on this glorious Tuesday. And of course, it is glorious because our favorite redneck has finally returned to us after major surgery.
Oh my gosh, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's only been a week, but it seems like forever.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, geez. So
I thought you were dead a few times.
You did what?
Thought you were dead a few times.
I thought I was too a few times. when I was waking up out of anesthesia, I really did. I thought, am I in heaven? Where's my mom?
Bless you.
But yeah, so hey, people, it's been a while. I'm trying to get back on my feet here. Please like and share the stream. And if you want to help out a little further, because I'm racking up them medical bills.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's super chats, and there's also links from my Patreon and Streamlabs in the description.
They had to put in a brand new hip for him.
Almost, just a part of a cow. The doctor was teasing me today because that's why I was late, was because I just got home from the doctor, went to go get that stupid fart machine taken off me. And what it was some kind of pump. It's supposed to help in the healing. So every once in a while it would kick in and make this little pump sound. But he was trying to show me, and I don't do good with stuff like that. You and I have had this talk before, and I wouldn't look, but my wife's all over there, all looking and at the wound and everything. But yeah, he was teasing me. He says, "You're part cow now." Thanks, Doc.
It's a minotaur.
Yeah. But just to catch everybody up, I still got another week of bed rest left. I'm on total rest for the next week yet, but I got that machine off so I can at least bend a little better. And I'm not, it was so annoying because the tube to it was extra long. It would come down past my knees when it was slung over my shoulder. And I was always catching that tube on stuff, and that didn't tickle.
No, I can't imagine it would.
But, yeah, doing really good. And I'll tell you something, Bear, and I was telling you before, the reason I'm late, I would have been here on time. The doctor's office went really quick. But as I'm standing there listening to him, I started getting really lightheaded and almost passed out. So they made me lay down for a while and put a cold washcloth on my head and gave me some chocolate.
He only did it to get the chocolate, people. Don't believe him.
That's what I told the nurse. I'm just here to get your chocolate.
Bet they had after eights or something posh like that.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, no joking, dude, I walked in there without my cane and walked out.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
If you could see me now, I'm almost in tears. I've not been able to walk like that for 10 years.
For 10 years, and now look at you.
Yeah. Now I'm almost ready to
vote vaulting everywhere, and
now I'm almost ready to run a race.
There you go. See, a bit of surgery. I understood your anxiety about being put to sleep and all that kind of stuff. Who wouldn't feel anxious about that kind of stuff? But now look at you.
Yeah.
Can do the hop, skip, and a jump, and skip.
Yeah, and it hasn't been that bad. I mean, the pain hasn't been that great, yeah, the first couple of days, of course it was. But they kept me so doped up that first couple of days, I didn't know which end was up. But yeah, doing pretty good. I'm only taking the pain pills once in a while, and you can probably tell by my voice, I'm feeling pretty strong.
Give it another week or two, mate, and you'll be running around the neighborhood, chasing the kids off the lawn.
Yeah, I can really chase them then.
Yeah.
Instead of just yelling at them from the porch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
But,
Get
you know,
that.
I would, Neckersall brings up a good point. I would like to have just a quick moment of silence for that cow that gave its life so that I could walk.
Yeah. Oh. Old Bessie Moo Moo is now a part of you, Bloodwing.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, the old man is back and feeling pretty good. I felt pretty good all day except for the little dizzy spell there. And
Can we get an F for the cow, please? just to show respect. But that's awesome, Blood. I'm really, really, really happy for you.
Jen, they couldn't keep me from the coffee very long. The moment I woke out of surgery, I said, "Where's my coffee?" Now, mind you, I was not allowed to sit up. I had to lay flat. So they brought me a hot cup of coffee with a straw. You ever tried to drink hot coffee with a straw? I didn't care.
Never try to drink any hot drink from a straw because the hot drink melts it. Well, that's awesome, man. We're really, really happy for you. And you should be a fully mobile Bloodwing.
Yeah, I'm very thankful and very shocked and very proud of myself that I've been able to make this kind of progress. So
Indeed.
yeah.
And remember, guys, Bloodwing's now back 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, right, to bring you some more grumpiness. And of course, if you'd like to support him and his now long list of medical bills that it took to get him where he is right now, you can support him by donating to him via Super Chat or Streamlabs. Link is in the description, guys.
We don't know quite what the bills are. I'm sure they're going to be substantial. The doctor's office called me the other day and said, your insurance company's denying everything. And I said, what? And they said, they're denying everything. I said, they sent me letters saying that this was okay. It was pre-approved, or I would have never done it. I don't got that kind of money. And so we had to call the insurance company to get that straightened out. They said, well, there were some questions that we needed to answer and we didn't have answers to, so we couldn't put it through. Well, nobody tried to call me. And the only thing they asked me is, am I who I say I am? What's my date of birth? And Social Security number. It's like, you didn't have that? But yeah. I'm sure it's going to be substantial, American medicine.
Yes. Well, I mean, I've heard some stories. I've heard some awful stories about people getting all this ridiculous bills.
Yeah, it can get pretty bad.
Yeah.
Can't get blood out of a turnip.
It's not really an issue over here because of things like the NHS. It's just waiting times are ridiculous. And they'd like to leave you in a hallway on a bed for like 14 hours or something like that before they actually push you through to A&E.
Well, see, that's what I like about American medicine. You normally don't have to wait that long. Not if you're at something you have an appointment for. Now, emergency, you might if it's a busy night. But we've got some pretty good emergency rooms around the city here. Methodist Hospital, where I had my surgery, being the biggest one. And they'll get you in and out pretty quick. It's really not much of an issue. Once in a while, you'll get a wait, while you're sitting there.
Well, I mean, over here, I mean, if you go to A&E, if you go to accident and emergency, and it's not like a life-threatening thing, let's say you're me and you had the pericarditis once, for example, or not even actually, no, not pericarditis. That's a bad example. Let's say you go in and you think you broke your arm.
Right.
You go into the A&E waiting room, and the average waiting time, at least according to this website, well, this is back from 2013, so it might be quite inaccurate, but back then it was 2 hours and 9 minutes, and you'd get out within 4.5 hours. That's not my experience at my local hospital. It's usually a 4-hour wait, but that's what it apparently was.
Well, like for instance, now this wasn't an emergency, but it was just a doctor's visit. But
doctor's visits are pretty standard. I mean, how quick do you get in at yours?
I was in within 5 minutes of checking in, probably.
Yeah. I've always found, and obviously I've had doctors down south in London where I grew up, and obviously here in Cheshire where I live now. And I don't think I've ever gone in at the time that it was scheduled for. And it was usually about 15 to 20 minutes wait.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person, you know this about me there. Some of the other people here may not. I'm the kind of person that if I'm just on time, I'm late. So I'm always early to everything.
Yeah. Oh, I always turn up early to things as well. Yeah, I was taught if you're not there 5 minutes before, then you're late.
Yeah.
So
my dad, you know, some of you may not know, my dad was the pastor of our church until he got dementia. And growing up as a kid, man, we'd show up at church. We'd be there an hour early before services, just sitting an hour. Why are we here this early, Dad?
Yeah. And hello, Monkey.
Hello, gentlemen. How's it going?
Well, Monkey Man, how you doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I just got back from the doctor's office. They took the fart machine off my groin, the tube out, and I still got another week of bed rest to go, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Cool. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah. But yeah, you sound pretty good.
I'm a good faker. No, actually, I'm not too bad. After the last couple of days, today's better than it has been.
Well, cool.
So I'm gonna call it a win and not dwell.
Yeah. Share something with you. I just shared with Bear a little bit earlier. I went to the doctor's office, which the surgeon I see is at a hospital. So, you know, you have to walk in from the parking lot, walk back out. I walked in and out without my cane today.
Oh, congrats, dude.
Yeah. It's made a significant difference already.
That is awesome. Do they think that was what the problem with your legs was?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. He showed me today, he showed me images of what my arteries looked like and where the stent was and all that stuff, you know, just showing me what they did. And yeah, the artery in my groin was just almost completely blocked with plaque. So there was just no blood getting through at all.
Damn.
But he said that he estimates that I'm up to about 90 to 100% blood flow.
Cool. Good to hear. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, guys, your blood is supposed to flow.
Yeah. And without blood flow, muscles don't work too well. So that was my problem.
And now you're back to full functionality.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I get this one more week of bed rest out of the way, which is going to drive my wife nuts. Honey, can you give me this? See, I have an excuse now. She's giving me the dirtiest looks.
Bring him a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
He needs it to survive.
Yeah. I've got to change the bandages on it. They took that machine off. I got to change the bandages every week. And like I said, I don't do good with that. So she's going to have to do that for me. Or every day, rather. Change it every day.
I can hear her in the background.
Yeah. But at least I can shower now. God,
hey. I imagine it's starting to get a bit warm over there, isn't it now? It started getting warm here, so it's definitely getting warm in Indiana.
It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining really bright. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit, which I know you don't understand that, but that's a nice spring day.
Yeah, the UK is actually starting to warm up now, and all the trees are blossoming and whatnot. I mean, today it's been pissing it down, but yesterday was quite nice, and we're supposed to have a couple of months of decent weather for once in the UK. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Real quick, thank you for the donation, Lion Patriot. Glad you're back, Pappy, and doing better. Yeah, me too. I missed this. Like I said, it was only a week, but geez, it seemed like forever. Deck Train says Indiana Muggy. Is the Pope Catholic?
Is my wife still in the chat by any chance? There's a question I need to ask her.
She was. Mama Minnie, my daughter's there. Hey, baby.
Hey, sister. Yeah, I had my blood test results back, and they found a high abundancy of a particular chemical. I can't remember the name of the chemical, and I need to remember what it's called before I can tell you what it does.
Mom says at least there's no catheter bags for my wife to have to change. I did have a catheter in the hospital, though. They said they had trouble with it, and they bruised my equipment. Dagummit.
They bruised your balls.
No, the other part.
Oh.
You got a bruised wiener?
Yeah, I was trying to, I couldn't take a shower, so I got some diaper wipes, was trying to wipe down with them as best I could. And I thought there was something on there, and I'm like, trying to wipe it off, and it ain't coming off. It's bruised. Thank you, Cryptic. He's not dead. Yay. Eat crap, old man. Yeah. Bite me, the Asian freak.
I'm curious. What did you think was on your wiener that looks like a... they spilled like mustard on it or something?
I thought it was blood.
Oh, okay.
Because they said they had trouble getting the catheter in and out. They asked me, one of the first questions they asked when I come out of surgery was, do you have a prostate problem? And I said, probably. And I said, well, we had a lot of trouble getting your catheter in. So, and there was issues with that the whole time I was there. In fact, the catheter got blocked with blood, and I was peeing myself.
Oh.
And I kept telling him, I'm peeing myself. No, you can't be. You got a catheter. I said, I'm telling you, I'm peeing. Finally got a nurse to check. I said, by golly, I guess you are. But, yeah. Which, if you've never had a catheter, I don't recommend it, because when they yank that sucker out of there, they'll come off that table.
I've never been awake having one go in, but I've had them taken out after surgery, and yeah, that is not fun.
No, I was like, ow.
That's why every time we read one of these stories about some weird Asian dude shoving stuff up his pee hole, I'm like, why?
No.
What is wrong with you?
No, it's not made for that. It's exit only. Oh.
Yeah, I don't get people like that at all, man. I think I've told you guys about this before, and I'm just going to repeat it just for the sake of it. But I told you all I was watching one of those 101 sex accident kind of documentary programs on TV ages ago. And there was a guy who thought it'd be super funny and romantic, I guess, to get naked, lay on his bed. This is all for Valentine's Day. And get hard and shove a rose down.
Oh, no.
He also rather stupidly didn't remove the freaking thorns.
Oh, my God.
So when he tried to pull it out, it didn't come back out again.
That actually just gave me a pain.
You dumbass.
Oh, you can't see me, but I'm crossing my legs at this moment. Ow.
No, that sent a pain up my back. That's horrible. Don't
it is.
Stick stuff in your pee hole. What's wrong with you people?
Don't do it. It's not nice. When you get to the base as well, man, that's when it really fucking hurts.
Thank you, Corey, for the donation from one hospital junkie to another. Humor is the best thing to have. You betcha. The whole time I was there, I had them nurses cracking up. I try to make everybody laugh. It's just what I do.
We've all been to the clinic. We've all had the swab. It's that I can't describe that pain to you.
Cryptic. Thank you for the donation. I've done that. Feels good. You would.
Told you it's an Asian thing.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Every time we read those stories, it's China or Korea. I'm like, what are they? Is that a side effect of eating cat and dog?
It must be. So it sends them doolally.
It's all that anime they watch. I've
been binging anime,
to you folks. Telling you. Thank you, Batman, for the donation. Welcome back, you old fart. Thank you. It's good to be back. I hope you can hear that in my voice.
Lovely returns, and I start getting gas again. Oh.
Yeah, when I first got home, I actually talked to Bear the day I got home from the hospital, and I sounded pretty weak.
Yeah, he didn't sound very healthy at all.
So, yeah.
Well, when you joined us on Monkey in the Morning, you sounded a lot better than I thought you would, but you still sounded like you like you'd had surgery.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm progressing pretty good. He just says, like I said, I got to take bed rest for the next week. I'm not allowed to bend, like sit in a chair normally. I have to recline. So even when I'm riding in the car with my wife, I have to ride with the seat all laid back. And because bending will put stress on that wound in my groin, and we don't want that.
Mm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Worst part is all that hair on my belly and my private areas that they shaved off is all growing back now. God, it itches.
Itchy. Wonderful. Well, did they use a shitty little 2-blade bick as well to shave you?
No, it was an electric.
Oh, really?
Ooh, they manscaped you.
Yeah, it was electric. It was this old black nurse, about my age, says that you got a hairy belly, and I lifted up my shirt and I said, "What do you think?" And she's like, well, better get the clippers then. And off she went.
James Colley says, Bloodwing, careful, leave anime alone, or you'll be in the same box as Irate Bear is in. Look, I've been binging the crap out of anime in the last couple of weeks, and I love it.
Don't do anime at all.
I have no desire to stick anything down my Jap hole.
Yeah. Hey, Pat. Welcome back, Bloodwing. What up, chat?
Hey, Pat.
Who you ticked off lately, Pat? Man, he really gets the idiots after him on Twitter.
Yeah, he does. Sorry, Mug, you're about to say something.
I was just going to ask Bloodwing if he knows how many other balls those razors have shaved.
Well, I am hoping that they used a fresh set on me. They looked to be, they were kind of strange. They looked to be disposable, but they were electric, like battery operated.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So they just ran it under some water after they shaved the last guy's balls.
Probably. Probably. I know she got ticked off at the nurse, or I don't know if it's a nurse, whatever. She's in there shaving me, so I'm bare to the world. And they opened the curtain and just left it open to the hallway and come in and asked me some questions. That nurse looked at her sideways. I could tell she was biting her lip. When she left, she goes, I've never seen such a rude so-and-so. So I wanted to just yell at her, can't you see he's naked here? I said, yeah, right. But yeah. We're coming out of it all right. Better than anticipated. Better than anticipated. So what have I missed in in this week of rest that I've took? I've very little time on Twitter.
Oh, I have an update, a personal life update.
Yeah.
I had another meeting regarding the veterans group that I'm trying to set up today.
Oh, cool.
The lady whose job it is to basically help people set up groups in the county, and the groups are obviously meant to help various different types of people in the community and stuff. I met her, and I met the guy that she'd mentioned, who has way more experience and contacts than I do. I got to meet him today outside of Greg's. I'll explain what a Greg's is later. We sat down for a chat, and I explained to them the difficulties that I've been having attracting veterans to the Facebook group. And I told her that I pretty much put it down to stoicism and not really wanting to be bothered or to bother anybody else. Or maybe that there's some of them may be suffering and think they don't deserve it. I don't know. I'm not in their minds. I can't tell you. So we decided that we would change the name of it to something that is terminology that is a lot more recognizable to armed services personnel, and that we would also continue with the original plan that we had and set up a community group for men's mental health. So I have taken the liberty of creating a Facebook page for the men's mental health group as well. And I think that we will have more success with the latter rather than the former. And even if we do, we can at least find out if any of those men who do turn up are veterans themselves. And we're hoping that they'll cross over each other. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm feeling good about it. The chap that's basically helping is way more experienced than I am, and has done this kind of stuff before and knows who to speak to. And I'm happy to continue moving forward with that.
Cool. Sounds
Yes.
good.
Yes.
I gotta say though, better you than me. I wouldn't want to be saddled for something like that. Not that I don't care. It's just I wouldn't want to be in charge of it.
Yeah, it's admittedly, when you sit down, you realize the gravity of what you're trying to do. It's like, oh shit. you know, when I was asked to sit in front of the spokespeople of all these different organizations in a proper like council room, you know, with a big round table with chairs, you had all these officials wearing suits and blouses. I'm sat there in a friggin' hoodie and jeans, you know, and they're all looking to me as if I have all the answers. They're asking me to advise them on that, and I was a little bit overwhelmed, admittedly.
Dude, I can't even decide what to eat for breakfast, and you're looking for me, Brad?
I'm a shitlord on the internet.
I got no answers. You want memes? I got memes, but I got no answers.
I got memes. I've got dreams, but I'm not so sure if I can contribute to this team. I don't know. I told them as much as I possibly could based on my own experiences and knowledge. So hopefully I still have their support, and hopefully veterans will buy it, and hopefully men out there that need you know, a mental health group to kind of go to and to take part in activities to get their mind off shit.
Good luck to you and to them.
Yeah. I am hoping that we can do create some positive change.
And thank you, Nuts. Thank you for that. We've got 90 people watching and only 35 likes. Come on, guys. Don't let me down on my re-debut.
Bloodwing has returned, people. Give him money. He needs it.
He's got a bruised penis, for fuck's sake.
Exactly.
Help a brother out.
That's right.
He needs money for penis bandages.
He needs a penis wrap. Put a steak on it.
Exactly, yeah. And drop a like on the stream, people. Support the old man.
That's right.
Share it out to your social media platforms.
I'm always bragging about you guys and how I've got the best audience in the world. So
he doesn't know who he's bragging to. I mean, he does have dementia, but he does brag. So
well, you know, there's that.
I don't know what have you missed.
Well, who was it? Somebody it's talking about my bad man. Random American earlier said Trump was attacked, AOC was stupid, and corporations abused their powers. So basically the same.
Oh no, AOC just put her foot in it bad, dude.
With the 22nd Amendment?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Bear, I know you don't know much about our Constitution.
I'm about to Google it. The 22nd Amendment.
It's the amendment that made it so presidents can only have 2 terms.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the first thing that comes up isn't the Wikipedia article that it normally should do. It's the Ocasio-Cortez.
Thank you, Batman, for the donation. Help Bloodwing out. He was given a Brazilian. Yeah. Yeah. The 22nd, up until that time, it had just been a gentleman's agreement that no one would serve more than 2 terms. After FDR being elected to a 4th term, and after his death, of course, he barely got into his 4th term before he passed away. And it was like, what, 3 years after that, then they passed the 22nd Amendment saying that no more than 2 terms. And if you're like a vice president that's took over midterm, if you served more than 2 years in that first term, you can only serve 1 more term.
Yeah.
So,
she suggested that they pass this to keep him from being elected again after he died. She didn't suggest it. She said it.
Yeah.
She said it. She said that Republicans fought so hard against the Democrat their great ideas and what they were doing, that they were so worried about that yeah, they came out and passed that amendment to keep him from being reelected.
Yeah.
Couple
Real
of
quick,
things.
thank you, Jaeger Pony. Cheers for your recovery, old man. Glad to have you back.
Oh yeah, indeed. Here's the thing: the Democrats are the one who actually brought up the 22nd Amendment.
Yeah.
They controlled the House and the Senate at the time.
Yeah, if you look back at history, there was plenty of kickback against FDR, even when he went through his third term, because it had never been done before. Only one other person had attempted it, and it was also Roosevelt. It was Teddy.
Teddy, yeah, and it wasn't the it was the whole idea that we don't want somebody in power that long. Now, again, I disagree with the 22nd. I think if people want to elect the same asshole over and over, let him. But her inability to grasp even simple concepts like we couldn't elect a dead man anyway is just wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Corey. Here's some blood money. Pun intended. I also had to get a drain tube pulled from my side. The nurse's hands were shaking. My dad suggested to do it himself.
Oh, God.
You know, it's okay for me to not know what the 22nd Amendment is.
Yes.
It's not okay for AOC to not know what it is.
Well,
she's elected official.
Well, she was trying to blame it all on Republicans.
Yes.
And the Republicans had nothing to do with it. It was his fellow Democrats to begin with, and it was after his death. Nobody went after him while he was alive.
This is just sad. Every time that woman opens her mouth.
Well,
every time.
And she's doubled down on it. I seen an article earlier today where she got into a Twitter battle with another member of the House, a Republican member of the House, a female. I can't remember her name, but
no, she got into it with Liz Cheney.
Yeah,
because Liz Cheney's like, this dumbass doesn't even know what she's talking about. And yeah, AOC, she's not smart enough to just shut her mouth because she's a young dumb woman who thinks she know everything. Give a snap for that. I know everything.
Give that Shaniqua head bob.
She's the fucking moron with her squad. My squad, which is Ilhan Omar and Tlaib.
Yeah. Yeah. Those,
frankly, them calling that group a squad makes me worry. It sounds like a cell.
Yeah, exactly. Oops. Yeah, it's a terrorist squad.
I'm biting my tongue over here.
You don't have to bite your tongue on my stream.
Well, speaking of Ilhan, I just want to point out just a moment ago, literally like 5 minutes ago, she tweeted this out. And I got to do it. I'm sorry. I know this isn't a political show, but it takes women 15 months to earn what men brought home last year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It takes Native women 20 months. It takes Black women 21 months. It takes Latina women 23 months. Ooh, she didn't say Latinx.
Yeah, this is National Women's Pay Gap or something day or something today. It seriously, it is.
Them bitches need to speed up.
Yeah, no, they need to work harder. She goes on to say, when we disinvest from healthcare, education, housing, and labor protections, women suffer. I don't know what housing has to do with women making less than men, but apparently it does.
Yeah.
By the way, that's utter nonsense.
I read an article today on it where the person was saying that there is a wage gap, and he was he was an SJW, but he was also given all the right answers on why he was wrong. He was just ignoring them. In the article, I was like, Jesus, you just said it. Why it's not real, But he claimed that even when women break into men only professions and whatever, the men leave and then the pay goes down.
Wait, what?
Like, what?
What?
Exactly. I'm like, thank you, Geodes. Welcome back, Bloodwing. Timing was great. Giving me something to do for a half an hour until class. There you go. Look, people, I've worked plenty of jobs where I worked with women. And I didn't have any problem with it. As long as they done their job. I don't care who you are.
Well, you just didn't mind it because you were being paid more.
Actually, I was not. And I knew that for a fact.
I've worked with women.
There was an instance where a girl I worked with that was hired a good 4 years after I was. It was payday, and she left her paycheck laying on my desk. I don't know why. It was on my desk, but she left it laying on my desk. And in looking to see whose it was, I, of course, seen how much it was. And she was making much more than I was doing the same job and hired 4 years later.
So she was trying to shove that in your face.
It was probably why it was left there, honestly.
But take that. Yeah, toxic, masculine redneck.
But I've seen another article today where it's the first partner. Remember, she doesn't want to go by first lady of California. The first partner.
The first partner. That makes him sound so gay.
Yeah. Saying that she wants women to report businesses and stuff when there's unfairness in pay.
How are they going to find out?
I do too. I want them to report it. But the fact that it's not
illegal.
getting reported, what's that tell you?
Yeah, exactly. It is illegal, my friend. The longer you serve at a company, you get seniority at some places. How are you going to find out anyway? I don't know many guys that typically swing their friggin' pay slips around.
Yeah. At least we have accomplished something in the last couple of years. I've noticed, at least the articles I looked at today and everything, we've got them to quit saying the gender wage gap, and they're saying the gender pay gap now.
It's still nonsense. I mean,
well, exactly.
God. This whole. Do you guys realize the study that this came from was done in the 60s? Seriously.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It was done a long time ago. They've done a few since then. I think the latest one was like 3 years ago, and it's still not a wage comparison. It's not like if me and Stargazer Nuts there were working the same job and they looked at both of our paychecks. It's still not that. It's over your lifetime.
Right.
Who makes more over your lifetime? And men work longer hours. They work longer into their lives. That's why they make, and it's just, oh, he made more over his lifetime. He might have done it making minimum wage.
Yeah.
But he did it for 20 years longer.
Yeah, exactly. And women tend to be the primary caregivers at home. So if they have children, there's that to take into consideration.
And we just had the thing 2 weeks ago where they did the audit at Google, and they found out they were actually paying men less for the same jobs.
Oh, that does not surprise me in the least.
Oh, that's right. You weren't around for that. This is part of what you missed, Bloodwing.
He forgot his name. He's also got dementia.
Look, I suck with names. I actually had to look down and see, what does it say, Bloodwing? It's nice to have a cheat sheet. Hey, shut up. But yeah, Google found out they were paying men. There were some men in Google who got pay raises a couple weeks ago. Good for them.
Yeah. Jen says, Monkey, who do you think would win or lose in a who is dumber debate? Prime Minister Trudeau or AOC?
Oh, AOC by far.
I don't know who would win, but they'd have to pass out a whole lot of shoulder pads in that meeting. You know.
Do you guys remember when the story came out over in your neck of the woods, Bear? This was from England when you guys did because you guys had a big thing where all companies had to report their wages.
Right.
And a whole bunch of articles came out, and they decided the way to fix the gender pay gap in Britain is to give men more time off. Men need to take more time off.
I'm sure the men were obliged.
That was well, women don't want to work as much, so men need to take more time off so that women end up making the same over a lifetime. That's what it is. Yeah.
Thank you, Cryptic. Excuse me. I get paid less than the she-devils in my office.
I'm sure you do.
I don't doubt it.
I say the entirety of Britain just tilted their head to one side and went, "Oh, long weekend." you know. So
I remember
people be happy
when
to just get pissed.
in that situation I was talking about, when I complained about it to my manager, hold on, my page just went. That's reading. My page went off. In that situation, I was complaining to my manager, who of course was a woman. They explained it away as well. Minimum wage got a raise in that time, and da 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 da.
Oh, Circus Zero, yes, please send me that link.
I was about to reply to him, but yeah, send the link to Monkey, please.
I will be right back, guys, as quick as I can. I'm going to go for another cup of coffee.
My shock. Try to imagine it.
He's going pee. Don't let him lie.
Yeah,
no, not yet.
He's going to look at his bruised weenie.
Yeah.
Go to admire it. It's a except for the bruise, it's a handsome one.
You go rub some cream into it, but if you rub longer than 10 seconds, Bloodwing, we know what you're doing.
It's mine, and I can play with it if I want to.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. You're right, Monkey. How are you, mate?
Oh man, I got to stop looking at Twitter first thing when I wake up.
In it.
It's that thing Losar tagged us in.
Yeah, I have no idea what was going on there, to be honest with you.
I don't know if that guy's a Poe or what, but the guy suggested that the Nazis overthrew the fascists because they were protecting Jews. And I'm like, what?
Didn't he say that the Italian fascists during World War II were rescuing Jews from Nazi occupied countries or some shit?
Well, the part that I read, he didn't go that far. Just that that Mussolini was saving Jews, and that's why the Nazis overthrew the fascists. Which, by the way, not what happened. Now, I think he went to history school with AOC.
Maybe he's basing that off like there was one or two good eggs. Just like there was with the Nazis, that there was the one or two good eggs that were trying to smuggle the Jews out or whatever. Maybe he based the entire argument off that. It's technically accurate, but it's also incredibly misleading.
Mussolini was not a hardcore Jew hater like Hitler was. He actually kind of had his arm twisted into it. But even then, he was still like, we're not going to fuck with the Jews. But that's not how Mussolini fell out of power. After Mussolini was kicked out of power, Hitler put him back in power, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
I mean, actually, it's like, Jesus, what the fuck were you? I hope it's a Poe. But in this day and age, you can't put that stuff out there, because next week, I'm going to hear AOC talking about how Hitler kicked Mussolini out of Italy.
Oh, I did.
Thank you, Circus Zero, for sending that. You can't say stupid shit like that. People will believe you.
He was running from the American troops in Italy. And then Hitler
ambushed, wasn't he, trying to get on a train?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was the end. But he was kicked out of power by Italians. They're the ones who kicked him out.
Yep.
Yeah, they're the ones who executed him as well and then hung his body up.
And that's what started it all. Did you see Jim Carrey's tweet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Look, I don't agree with Jim Carrey much these days, but that was funny.
Yeah, the dude's a moron. I mean, I seriously believe he's lost it. I think he's lost his mind. But that was pretty funny.
I saw the big argument that's going on, because I mean the tweet that Lozar tagged us in, I looked at it. I didn't even read the tweet. I just looked at the pictures and I was going, why is there a picture of a guy dressed as a devil here?
Oh yeah.
I was just like, what does this have to do with anything? It really confused me, which is why I just replied, I'm a boomer and don't get memes. But I did see that there are a couple of people, including Brittany Venti, who are standing up for the granddaughter of Mussolini, who's currently in a bit of a having a bit of a Barney with Jim Carrey right now for posting that image.
I mean, I get it. If you're the family of somebody like that, a relative of Hitler or a relative of Mussolini or Stalin, I get it. It's got to be bad, but you got to be used to it by now, for Pete's sake.
Here, this is somebody asked, what was the tweet? Here's the tweet that kicks it all off. Well, let me go back one.
I do know she's been getting some shit from all directions the last couple of days. I'm not sure why. I don't even know of her political opinions or what, but
which who Mussolini's daughter or granddaughter?
Granddaughter. Yeah, I don't know what the crack is.
Well, what happened? It's all over the Jim Carrey thing. Jim Carrey.
Oh, that was good.
Dear God,
that was at least an 8. But sorry to interrupt.
Jim Carrey posted a tweet that says, "If you're wondering what fascism leads to, just ask Benito Mussolini and his mistress Claretta." Is that how you say her name? Anyway. And it's a drawing of them hanging upside down, which is what was done to their bodies after they were shot. And a whole bunch of people in Italy took that time to spit on him and throw rocks at him. And
oh yeah,
they just destroyed his body. Well, Jim Carrey posted that, and Alessandra Mussolini tweeted back, "You're a bastard," and that's what started it all.
Yep,
that's where it all comes from. Sorry, your great grandfather or grandfather, whatever he was a douchebag.
Yeah.
And I realize that it might not be fun to see that, but come on, how much did you really know your grandpa?
Yeah.
Look how young you are. Come on.
Thank you, Campbell 300. Thank you for the donation. AOC would be America's Beaner Hitler if she got power.
Oh God.
That's racist.
But accurate.
Not quite accurate. She's not a beaner. She's a isn't she Puerto Rican, Dominican, something like that? She's not Mexican, is she?
I think she's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she wouldn't technically be a beaner, but we get the idea. For those non-Americans, beaners are specifically reserved for those for Mexico.
Mexicans, yeah. It's a what's the word? Racial slur. It's not a racial slur. That's because it's not a race.
Yeah.
It's a bad word for them. I forget I hate when words fail me.
Happens to me all the time.
I wonder what her political stances are and stuff. Because like, if she was like a liberal or whatever, surely she'd look at her grandfather, who very likely she never met because she's quite young. Surely she would look back and think scumbag and just disavow him completely.
Yeah, you would think. The problem with Mussolini it wasn't like Hitler, where he was just universally hated by everyone. Mussolini was mostly hated for what he did to Italy, just taking the country and destroying it and getting involved in Hitler's war, costing a lot of lives in especially the wars in Africa.
He was quite popular when he first came up. When he first came into power, because the regime before him was quite unpopular. But then it didn't take long before they started to realize that this idiot really doesn't know what he's doing running a country.
Yeah. So, I mean, with this family stuff, it's not like, oh, no, my name's not Hitler. The Mussolini children kept their name. I mean,
yeah,
his wife at the time, she didn't get shot and hung. It was just the girlfriend that happened to be with him. What a bad day to be a mistress, huh?
No kidding. Okay. Yeah, at least a lot of Hitler's family, I understand, have changed their names. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
So, I mean, it's a little bit, but look, hey, he was a fascist. That's what happens to fascists.
Yeah.
It's generally what happens to dictators eventually. Well,
it was a pretty popular thing at the time. It seems like you had Italy, you had Germany, you had Spain, a lot of fascism being thrown around.
Yeah, you're right. Very few dictators last into their old age. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
how old was Saddam Hussein?
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about dying in your bed, though.
Well, yeah, well, he didn't die in his bed. I know that. Neither did the other one. What's his face from Syria? Fucking
Hussein couldn't have been much older than I am.
No, not Syria, Libya.
Gaddafi.
Colonel Gaddafi, that motherfucker.
Muammar Gaddafi. Oh boy, there's the name I haven't heard for a while.
I saw the video where they dragged him through the streets and then shot him. That's what you can expect if you're a dictator, for the most part.
Yeah, he was pretty much a nothing burger by that point. There was a time where he was America's most #1 hated person.
Sure, yeah.
Back when Reagan was in office, but
since then he'd been like, fuck it, I'm not gonna fuck with America no more.
he was supporting a lot of terrorists. He was talking a lot of junk, and old Reagan, being the cowboy he was, put a couple of missiles in his tent, and he shut the heck up.
But Arab Spring, y'all.
Yeah, thank you, Cryptic. Moose and Addie were BFFs.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Dick Tran says, Pinochet, you leave the fucking helicopter prince alone.
Yeah, most of these guys, it sounds like a great job. I get to rule the country and they have to do everything I want. The retirement plan sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everyone's saying Fidel Castro.
Yeah, there's been a few, but more often than not, they do not die of old age.
Yeah, for the most part,
because they're shitbags.
And if they do die of old age, it's usually because they're living somewhere else. They've been ousted.
No, I understood he meant Mussolini and Adolf Hitler. Moose and Addie, that's what he's talking about. And they were good friends, but they had differences. Especially when it came to the whole the JQ. Mussolini is, I mean, there's actually quotes out there. There is no JQ in Italy. I mean, he only adopted the racist manifesto because Hitler made him.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. I just want to build farms that are never going to work.
Yeah, he was buttering the side of the bread that he thought was going to win that thing. Doing, and Italy's known for that. They started out on the wrong side of World War I and flipped.
Yeah, they're not real good at picking sides.
No. You get the French that like to surrender, and the Italians who like to flip flop.
Cigar Chomping Penguin says Kim Jong-il died in his bed. I think the Kim family, yeah, I mean they tend to. But they are such an isolated country that, I mean,
yeah,
it's so little. Hitler would have turned on the WAPs eventually. It was already starting. There were not necessarily Hitler, but the push to just basically turn the country over.
Yeah, at the end, Mussolini really wasn't running that country. It was Hitler. Hitler done whatever he wanted in Italy, and Mussolini just
to a point. I mean, by 43, yeah, Italy was a shit show at that point. So they were trying to figure out how to save it for the Axis, and there was no saving it. Do they have beds in North Korea? They do in the palace, Asian hippie. They have really nice ones in the palace. Nobody else has them.
And they have food.
They have some.
And they have food. Have you seen Fat Boy?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I bet he's chewing on a big ass steak right now.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm hungry.
He has a pleasure squad, doesn't he?
If he doesn't, he should. Look, if I was a dictator, that would be the first thing. I would have the dictator's dick squad.
Yeah.
And like when I snap my fingers, it's time for the blowjob.
Yeah, the Batman, that's a good way to put it. Hitler had Mussolini bent over a table with his pants down around his ankles. He did.
Yeah, especially at the end there where he had to reinstall him. I mean, what are you going to do? He put me back as leader of my country, but I'm still going to do things my way. Yeah, that turned out real good the last time, Ben. You idiot. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I woke up to is this dude suggesting that the Nazis kicked Mussolini out of power over Jews. I'm like, I can't tell if that's a Poe or not.
You just don't know these days. You can't tell.
I mean, when that's
the reason I don't personally like Poes, because I can't tell the difference because they're people that stupid.
When you have AOC, an elected member of our Congress,
yeah,
it is hard to tell if anybody's actually that stupid or just pretending.
Yeah. 100 watching, 52 likes. Come on, we can still do better. Let's go, guys.
That's right.
Did you guys see the Australian pickle burger?
The who? What?
McDonald's got some shit yesterday.
Oh, that was a April Fool joke, wasn't it?
Yes, for the April Fool joke. This is it.
The McPickle. Which, to be fair,
I
I'd still
shared it so
probably
you can
eat
see it. There's a lot of people. This is what happened is because they posted this, and a lot of people are like, "Yes, I want that," and they're, "Oh, fuck, this is a joke, y'all."
Right, come here then. Oh, you pulled your tooth out.
Uh-oh.
My son has just pulled his first tooth out. You have to put it underneath your pillow.
Well, congratulations,
So Tooth Fairy will
Alfie.
leave you money.
Yeah.
And then I need a loan.
Don't expect a lot, though, boy. I hear the Tooth Fairy skin.
Yeah.
Coming through. Show Daddy.
Bloodwing says congratulations.
Show Daddy.
Yes,
Yeah.
congrats.
Coming through.
And Monkey said it is, yeah.
A boy hurts me.
Well, it does hurt when you rip them out, mate.
Because
It won't hurt for very long.
Yeah, it'll feel
Yeah.
better in a few hours.
I want to see.
Oh, look. That bit there's the root.
There you go. Well, my son just had his first tooth out.
That's awesome, man.
Put it underneath his pillow. Better go get some change then.
Yeah. Thank you, the Batman, for the donation. We need to send in special forces to shave the left side of Kim Jong-un's hair off and his right eyebrow while he's asleep.
Well,
Okay.
see, no, that wouldn't work. People would just say, "Oh, he must like anime."
Yeah. And thank you, Campbell 300. Black people deserve equal rights. Slap out loud, April Fools. Okay. That's racist.
Yeah, it is.
And now would be a good
racist.
time for me to say the opinions of our chatters on this live stream are not necessarily the opinions of this creator, YouTube.
There you go. He removed it. He says he does it for his own benefit, but I don't believe him.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got my monetization back, guys. Let's not lose it already. Let's give it a little while at least, huh?
Yeah. Did you have any news that you wanted to go through other than catching up on what's happened?
I was looking through some before I went to the doctor's office, but after nearly passing out at the doctor's office, I've forgotten everything I looked at. So,
Well, I have some news.
good.
I also sent you an article because I can't access it because I'm a part of the European Economic Area. And the European Economic Area doesn't like a lot of American news.
I seen that. Oh, I know this story. Yeah, that was one of them I looked at. Let's see if we can get this open here. Police drama students stabbed 2 classmates while reenacting a movie scene. Hartford, Connecticut. A University of Hartford student has been charged with attempted murder. No, go away, pop up. I do not want you to send me. I don't want you to know my location. Go away. Has been charged with attempted murder after he stabbed 2 of his classmates while reenacting a movie scene for a drama class, officials say. And real quick, I'm getting donations, I can tell. Thank you, Campbell. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Not gonna read that. Sorry. He's trying to get me.
He knows. He knows.
He's trying to get me. I know it. Okay.
You have another one there, mate.
Oh. Thank you, Chicago Mike. Here's some money for no reason. Hey, I like money for no reason.
Mm.
You know,
Who doesn't?
Money for no reason is good. Thank you very much. All right. Where was I? You guys are trying to get me lost, aren't you? The 3 Connecticut college students were working on a group project Sunday afternoon in a dorm room when one of them took the class assignment too far. You think? The student, Jake Washer, now faces 2 counts of attempted murder and is being held on $1 million bail. Wow, that's half the bail. They were acting out a movie scene in which a person gets stabbed, at which point Washer begins to stab both victims before fleeing on foot, Hartford police said. You think he was method acting?
Sounds like
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it.
Police did not specify which movie the students were reenacting, but the Hartford Courant reported it was the butterfly effect, a 2004 sci-fi thriller starring Ashton Kutcher. Not a bad movie, I remember. The two victims, who are 19 and 21, were transported to a hospital with multiple stab wounds. The 19-year-old suffered puncture wounds to his chest and back. He underwent surgery and is in critical condition. The 21-year-old victim, who suffered a puncture wound to his chest and 4 to his back, is in stable condition. Washer, I guess that's how you pronounce that. It's the way I say to wash your clothes. Washer. Washer, 21, was arrested 2 hours later in the woods near the campus in Connecticut's capital city, police said. Didn't get very far, did he?
I'm sorry, this thought just occurred to me. Do you
Sure.
say George Washington?
No, it's George Washington.
All right, okay. Carry on.
Monkey, if I pronounced everything correctly, you'd have nothing to pick at. Now, just look at it that way.
Well, I've never paid attention to that before. And again, my mom always said "wash," so I don't hate people who say it, but
I don't
it is
say
weird.
oral, though. I say oil. Most people around here say oral. I'm going to change my oral.
I say oral, but I don't mean oil when I say it.
According to court documents obtained by NBC Connecticut, Washer told police that he was curious what it would be like to stab someone and that he was not provoked or in danger when he attacked. He was just curious, folks. Come on.
Yeah, lock that guy up and never let him out again, because wow.
Yeah. He reportedly told police he stabbed the victims because he was into his character and my emotions got the best of me and I acted a little too hard. Oh, Hartford Superior Court said Washer did not have an attorney on file as of Monday. Police said Washer is from San Diego and was a commuter student. He did not appear to have any injuries when he was arrested, police said. While there is no ongoing threat to campus, we recognize that this isolated incident is frightening and unsettling, the University of Hartford said Sunday in a statement. The university will provide counseling services to members of our campus community in need of support or assistance. The university declined to provide further comment. Well, I'd say he really got into his role, really played it well, but it's heck on the co-stars.
Yeah, he did. Good grief. $1 million bail as well.
Yeah, that's
Oof.
quite hefty. And while I was finishing that up, I got another donation. Come on. Right. Campbell 300, thank you for the donation. It's Kermit the Frog, not Kermit the Wog. Hashtag send them back.
He got ya. He got ya.
I don't mind to say that. All right. But yeah. So there you have it. That's method acting in a nutshell. What's going on, Bear? Why are we?
Why am I timing people out?
Yeah, what's going on?
Because there's a group of trolls in your chat calling themselves.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, hey, they're welcome.
So
You're
there you
welcome.
go. There you go. I have some news.
Wow, yeah.
Gentlemen, I will be right back. I need to say
Okay.
that.
Coolio. So I have a bit of news for you. It's from The Guardian. I asked my partner to wee on me, and now she thinks I'm disgusting. Why are you acting shocked? I don't know why you feel shocked about this. I've never tried urine play before, but I'm curious about what it's like. Well, I imagine it's like pouring warm water on yourself. I feel hurt and ashamed for sharing my fantasy with her. It's a bit cringy, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Recently, I became interested in getting my partner to urinate on me. I've never tried it before, and I don't know why I'm suddenly keen now. But I'm curious about what it's like, and I think it would make us feel closer. Nothing like to contribute to the your relationship, like pissing on each other. Oh my god. Okay, there we go.
Well, I haven't caught what these trolls are saying, but it must be something because everybody's jumping on the bandwagon now. Every one of my mods are hitting them.
Yep. It is always painful to be judged for one's sexual style, whether that be arousal triggers, sexual response patterns, behavior, preferred behavior, partner choice, or any other erotic preference. But try not to allow your partner's disgust to shame you. You do not have to feel ashamed for your fantasies. And if you just give me a minute.
Look, I did catch part of that. Thumbs me down. I don't care. It doesn't hurt a thing. It's all interaction. You're not hurting me at all. Troll away, guys. Troll away.
Where was I? But try not to allow your partner's disgust to shame you. You do not have to feel ashamed of your fantasies. You can safely enjoy them while they are private to you. But as you have discovered, you must be cautious about sharing them, especially if they involve eroticism that may be considered edgy or unusual. You may take comfort in the fact that it is not uncommon to have an erotic interest in urine. And how common is it, dude? Edgy piss. You may take comfort in the fact that it is not uncommon to have erotic interest in urine, and that erotic play involving it can take many forms. Just give me a second. There we go. Now, where was I? Assure her that you would never try to coerce her into anything undesirable or non-consensual, but also suggest that she might appreciate the fact that you trusted her with an insight into a private aspect of your erotic creativity. The thing is, though, like, if you bring up to your partner that you want to get weed on, you can't really expect them to not have a knee-jerk reaction to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly. There we go. I also have some more news. Man chokes cashier. Man chokes cashier. How the fuck do you pronounce this word? Cashier? Yeah. Man chokes cashier for putting chips and canned goods in same grocery bag. It's the most logical thing to do. A Pennsylvania man lost his cool over how a store clerk was bagging his groceries, choking the cashier for putting potato chips and canned goods in the same bag, police said. You ever been so mad at, a checkout clerk put in the wrong items in the same bag that you felt the need to choke them? I completely agree with you, Campbell.
Campbell 300, thank you. Learn to troll properly, amateurs. Hashtag 6 million wasn't enough. Oh,
he got you.
Well, I don't care about that. My grandfather was a Jew, so jokes are fine. Jokes are fine. It's the serious anti-Semitics I have a problem with.
That's fair enough, mate.
I make Jew jokes myself. And what does that make me, an eighth? I have no idea. Pat, I don't know who the trolls are or how they found out about me, but hey, as long as you guys are having fun, whack away.
Yeah, so I read that bit, didn't I? According to Fairview Township Police, Bradley Bauer was shopping with his wife at a giant food store on February 2nd when he allegedly attacked the cashier for the way the clerk was handling his groceries. Police noted in a criminal complaint that Bauer explained to officers he had asked the clerk not to throw his groceries around. The man said he had several bags of chips and didn't want them to get all smashed up.
Well, yeah, I don't like broken chips.
Yep. So does that mean you're advocating to choke the store clerk?
Well, no. I'm one of these people that actually goes out of my way to be extra nice to the cashiers and people like that, because I know that they face a lot of butt heads through the day.
Yeah, they do.
A lot. And they don't get paid near enough to put up with that sometimes, because I've been there. I've done that. And so, no, I'm usually exceptionally nice to cashiers and people in that type of job, receptionists, whatnot.
Yeah, I've worked as a cashier before, and you get some really nasty people coming through from time to time, especially if you don't do things quick enough.
Yep.
So I know what it's like, and I don't give them shit. You know, it's there's this old lady at my local supermarket, and she's like really old and stuff, and she's a bit lazy as well, and she always puts my cards down right on the friggin' on near the scanner, and I can never pick them up properly. I'm like, don't say anything, just don't say anything.
Yeah. I've seen something by Cigar Jumping Penguin. Some say when the trolls come, you've made it on YouTube. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Does this mean I've made it?
You're famous now.
Yeah. I are famous. I are the most famous redneck on the interwebs.
Oh, what was that old that redneck who used to pretend this means war? What? You know who I'm talking about.
I'm not sure.
Do you remember the redneck used to do these skits on YouTube where he was like at war with his neighbor?
Oh, you talking about the one I showed you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boy, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you. He's famous because he's on local on Bob and Tom. That's who made him famous, which is local here. He's a local boy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's chat. Help me out if anybody watches Bob and Tom. Who are we talking about? He's shut up, Randy. It's a state law. Swear to God. My brain just went dead. But yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, I wanted to reference him. No, never mind. We'll move on to the next bit of news that I've got, and then I imagine it'd be story time.
Is it getting that late? Boy, it's just went by.
Yeah, yes. One more piece of news. Can we just do it, Jen? I've been banning them. Nigerians are ordering pizza delivery by plane from UK, politician claims. Oh dear.
Nah, Bandsman, I don't need it yet. I honestly think it's funny. I have Donnie Baker. Thank you, Duck Dog. Donnie Baker.
Donnie Baker.
Swear to God, it's state law.
I have to type his name into the search bar just so I can get him up for afterwards.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious.
Donnie Barker, you said, or Donnie Baker?
Donnie Baker. Yeah,
that's it.
Sorry about how long I was gone there, guys. I heard the little one.
We've just been we've had a troll attack is all. It's gone nuts. The chat's gone nuts. But
cool, that's more views, man.
Yeah, that's what and they said, well, let's thumb this sucker down. Go ahead. It's interaction. I don't care. It hurts nothing.
Thanks for the ad rev, dickheads, and the watch time.
Anyhow,
I have no idea where they come from or what they want or how they got onto me. I don't freaking care. But I find it funny, honestly. But yeah, if you guys are tired of bopping them, go ahead and ban them. I'll unban them later if I feel like it.
Yeah, it's happened to me a few times as well. They're fucking retarded. But yeah, I'll just read that headline again. Nigerians are ordering pizza delivery by plane from UK, politician claims.
Okay.
A Nigerian politician is raising eyebrows with his claim that his fellow citizens order pizza from London delivered by British Airways. Yeah, I don't think so. Ordu Ogbe, Nigeria's Minister of Agriculture, made the comments at a Senate committee hearing last Tuesday. Do you know, sir, that there are Nigerians who use their cell phones to import pizza from London? He said. By in London, they bring it on British Airways in the morning to pick up at the airport. What? No, they don't. Oh dear. It is a very annoying situation, he added, and we have to move a lot faster in cutting down some of these things. Well, what's the problem? Even if they were, what's the problem?
I don't know.
Dear British Airways, how come you didn't tell us you run a pizza delivery service to Nigeria? What? I don't know. I don't believe for 1 second that British Airways delivers pizzas to Nigeria.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, but that's it for the news, mate. So if you wanted to get the story time,
I'm not sure what story I hadn't even focused on the story, Bear. I was so excited to be back on the air today that I forgot all about story time.
Well, you've just had an experience at the hospital.
Yeah. I figured we might count my recounting everything that happened to me as story time, and already did that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Somebody sounds tired. It's getting late over there, ain't it?
Well, it's only 9 minutes past 9.
Past your bedtime.
It's way past my bedtime. I should have been in bed hours ago. I had a little bit of a lay down because I was feeling a little bit off before the stream, and I nearly fell asleep.
Well,
turning into you.
This whole week since I've been on bed rest, I'm not allowed to do anything but just lay down. And, you know, I'm taking opioid painkillers now and again when I need to. I've just been out of sleep constantly. I'll be sitting here, you know, and I'll be awake for a couple hours and then I'll fall asleep. I'm awake. Oh, what happened? I must fell asleep. Yeah, my sleeping schedule is going to be so messed up when this is over. It ain't even funny. I'll be like Monkey.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm awesome.
Yeah, you do have a fucked up sleeping pattern, Monkey.
I do, but I'm okay with it.
Send him DMs. It takes him about a week to respond.
Well, yeah. I usually respond within the same day. It's just when I woke, like yesterday, you caught me on a really bad day because I went to sleep, let's see, like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up at like noon, and I went back to sleep I didn't go back to sleep. I went back to bed, and I fell asleep sometime after that at 2:30, and your message came through at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you like just missed me, but man, I was having a rough day.
Yeah, I know you have rough days, man. I'm just giving you shit.
I was in bed most of the day, not sleeping real well, but hey, fuck it.
Thank you, Prospero. Or is that Prospero? I never know.
I call her Prospero because I like the way I like the papa sound.
Yeah,
Papa.
Prospero. It has a nice ring to it. Thank you for the very generous donation. So glad to see you back on the air. Hang in there, youngin. Yeah, she can. You should say that because one of the few that's older than I am.
Man,
I know they're just going to town. Are you looking at chat?
yeah, I'm
They're like you, Bloodwing.
I guess so. You know what? How sad must your life must be if this is what you consider fun?
They must be attracted to bruised penis.
like the bruised dick.
You like the bruised penis. Well, I'm not showing you my bruised penis, so give up. I don't do dick pics, not for free anyway.
Well, you heard that, folks. If you get, he's a Patreon thought now. You give him $20, he'll send you dick pics.
Hey, I may be easy, but I ain't cheap.
$20 is a substantial amount of money, I feel, for a dick pic.
Yeah. For $20, I'll send you a picture of Dick Clark.
He sends you a picture of the tip. Oh, well, I mean, if you don't have any stories, then.
Yeah, I hadn't focused on story time today. I'm sorry, Bear. It was just, I was hoping to have more time after the doctor's visit before the stream started, but, you know, that didn't happen because dummy me had to get lightheaded. And they weren't going to let me out of there until my blood pressure come back up.
Yeah, they do that, yeah. They did that with my missus after the C-section. They wouldn't let her leave the recovery room until she'd recovered, I suppose.
Tom of Gulf City, I don't know if they're triggered by the word redneck, but that's the term I'm using for myself. Yes, I understand that redneck was started and has been historically used as a derogatory term, but if the black people can take the N-word back, I can take this one back. That's redneck. How about that?
Okay, I need to start a GoFundMe for $24.99 million.
Oh, what's $24.99 million?
this mansion that has a theater room that's set up to look like the bridge of the Enterprise. The TNG Enterprise.
That is pretty cool.
This is fucking awesome. Hang on.
It's nerdy as fuck, but that is pretty awesome.
Nerdy as fuck, but I'm okay with being nerdy as fuck. You have to actually scroll over in the pictures on the page, but there's the story. Yeah, the second picture is that is fucking awesome. I guess if you have the money to build a $25 million house, it can be awesome. Okay, some of their taste is just horrible. See, some people just don't know how to spend money.
A fool and their money are soon parted, so they say.
Like, dude, why didn't you buy hookers and beer? Why does a basketball court look like a tennis court? White people. Damn white people. And they got like a full-blown arcade in that place.
Oh, I think I've got another round of gas.
You and your gas, man. You gotta stop eating British food, man.
Yeah.
You say that, mate, but your bloody food's chlorinated.
I mean, I've been sitting over here farting up a storm, but at least you don't hear it.
That was it was half silent. It was a little bit stealthy. Just a.
Uh-oh, what did Necro do, guys? And Necro's one of my regulars. What'd he do?
Was that by accident?
I don't know. It might have been.
Well, there was no reason for that, Jen.
She said sorry.
Yeah, I've timed people out by accident before. It's easy to do because chat jumps on you right when you click. Necro, she's sorry. Didn't mean it. He'll be back in a minute.
I think the troll is Captain Polar Bear. Oh, that guy that we had ages ago. I remember him. He used to troll me all the time, or he's tried to.
Uh-huh.
He was just stupid.
Most trolls are.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Faithless says, friendly fire, man down.
The one cheek sneak. I mean, it was half stealthy. Like, you knew it happened, but it was more, you know. I pushed my butt cheeks together.
Hey, Six, how you doing, bud? And Lawyer Dog, glad you could make it. Better late than never, dude.
Lawyer Dog, how you doing, man?
What's happening, P-Dog? Why'd you call him Lawyer Dog?
It's a Lords of the Night thing that goes back to, there was a story. How did it go, Monkey?
Let me tell you the story.
Yeah, let me.
This guy, I believe he was in Florida because it's always in Florida.
It's always in Florida.
Yeah.
Or Wales.
We read the case or the appellate court case. It was like, this is bullshit. So he goes, he gets arrested, right? And he says to the police, I want a lawyer, dog. And the police denied him a lawyer because there were no lawyer dogs.
What?
That was actually their excuse for denying this man a lawyer, because in the US, if you ask for a lawyer, they have to let you have one.
Yeah.
And so that they denied him, and we just had so much fun. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? That you know damn good and well he wasn't asking for the shaggy DA, for fuck's sake. He was asking for a lawyer and called you dog. And the only person that in our chat that used the name dog was P-Dog Knight, so he became Lawyer Dog.
Yep.
Should call him Piano Dog.
He's our lawyer dog, man.
It makes more sense to call him Piano Dog. It has a P and he has a piano.
Nah.
It just doesn't have the same ring to it as lawyer.
You can't fight. Shh, just let it happen.
But if he goes on Lords of the Night, he'll have to be Lord of the Piano, because all lords begin with a P, don't they? Except for me, because I have muddy puddles. Oh, did you know there's a movie coming out? Monkey. There's a Peppa Pig movie coming.
Is there?
Yeah.
Sweet. Me and Little Bud will have to go see that. Oh, dude, her birthday's next week, so she gets her playhouse this weekend. I cannot. Hey. I am probably more excited to give it to her than she's going to be to get it.
You've had that for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been 2 months, maybe.
Yeah, I remember you people giving you the shekels for that.
Yeah, and she's walked past it several times because it is just hidden under a blanket in my hallway. but she doesn't pay any attention to it because when she comes down this hall, she immediately comes into Grandpa's room.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's walked past it many, many times.
I
we have
found raising my kids and grandkids, I've found that hiding things in plain sight is usually the best.
It's easiest because they go digging for shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, Bear, did you ever finish that show on Netflix that I turned you on to, that Love, Death, and Robots?
I didn't watch all of it.
Okay.
I had a strong preference for the realistic animation episodes.
Yeah.
That shit is weird as fuck.
Yeah. People in chat, if you don't know, it's a series, I guess. It reminded me a lot of the old movie and magazine Heavy Metal. It's an anthology. It's animated. It's not anime, but it is all animated, and most of it's pretty good.
Yeah, each episode is around 10 to 15 minutes long. They're all done in different animation styles. The ones they have some really realistic animation styles as well. And some of them are written, there's full of swearing, there's sex in it, there's violence. There's some comedy ones. The 3 robots killed me.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed the Soviet Union soldiers taking on the monsters.
Yeah, I told you that one was a good one. I like that one. I like the werewolves.
Oh, that was good as well.
In the service, yeah.
Very sad as well, but very good.
Yeah.
And the one in space.
But yeah, it really if you haven't seen it and you've got Netflix, go watch it, because it really does have that heavy metal-esque kind of flavor to it, if you remember that movie. And it was, which was based on a magazine.
Yeah, I really enjoyed some of those episodes. Like cats cats have been genetically changed to have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, if you quit petting it, it's going to blow up.
I love how the cat was British as well. There was one episode, the redneck living in the dumpster.
Right.
Living not the dumpster, the trash yard or whatever, dumpster yard. You see that one?
The guy living in the scrapyard.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, that was a good. It made me think of you.
Yeah, he was an old redneck. Yeah. No, cigar chomping penguin. I have not seen the Carillion frequency yet. No.
P-Dog says happy equal pay day to y'all ladies in the chat.
Yeah, we already talked about that a little bit. Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was really good. Also, I finally finished all of the first season of Punisher.
Oh, did you? What'd you think?
Well, yeah, as I explained to you in DM's Bloodwing,
right.
I was not a comic book kid.
Right.
So I don't get triggered like the comic book kids do. And I can enjoy it for what it is. And I thought it was fantastic.
Like some people we know describe. But yeah. God love him. But
I thoroughly enjoyed the series.
It is not a bad movie if you look at it like it's not a Punisher movie. It's a good action flick.
Yes, it's definitely a good television show. Each episode is very good. I thought it was great. I know that you said you felt he was better when he shows up in. Is it Daredevil? He shows up in
Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was better there, but I liked it. I still liked it.
Yeah, when he showed up in Daredevil, that was pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
As a Punisher fan, I had some problems with the Punisher series, especially his little helper not being a Asian dude in a van.
Yeah.
But it was still a good show. It's not like Spider-Man where I couldn't enjoy it if they screwed it up as much as they did. I still enjoyed it.
Right.
Yeah. I also like it that he's fallible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's part of it. I mean, he's not a superhero.
Yeah, he's fallible. Not just that, not just the physical aspect of it, but he has a lot of, personality flaws as well. And,
well, yeah, that's
watching him collide with his partner a lot. I thought was very entertaining.
Yeah, Necrosol, Jen did it by accident. It happens. Chat jumps on you when you're clicking to ban somebody and you ban the wrong person. It's happened to me before. So yeah, welcome back. Little friendly fire there.
It does happen.
Yeah.
I advise people when they're going to silence somebody like that, scroll the chat down just a tiny bit so you see the arrow, because
Yep.
that'll hold the chat in place.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, if you actually look at my community tab, I've been raided by trolls and stuff in the past, and there's so many names in there that are basically blocked from the channel.
I've been a moderator off and on a lot of different platforms going back to the 90s. But I still think one of the worst times we ever had was in Satsu's Discord, his original Discord. That night it got shut down. Monkey and I were banning people left and right.
Yeah, something similar happened to me. I think it happened afterwards. After that happened, because I do remember shilling Satsu's Discord for him. It happened to me whilst I was streaming, and they figured out how to turn on text to speech in my Discord.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was madness. I was like, what's going on? Luckily, Trez was on call to deal with it. So, yeah. Don't really like using Discord for streams and stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the only other, and I guess this could count for story time, way back when I was a moderator at that website that I met the serial killer on. My room got infiltrated by a couple of hackers, and I'd ban them and they'd be right back. They knew how to get around the ban and all that. And I finally said, because they were just acting up bad, and I finally just put in there, look, I can keep this up all day, and I know you can too. So who's going to give in first? And that impressed them so much that we actually become friends, and they taught me some hacking and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Holy fuck, I just let my goatee... You mean set your goatee on fire? I got to go shave and shower. Y'all, that was fucked up.
Sorry, Seth. I had a similar thing happen. I remember I was, this is back way before I was married. I was a teenager. I was walking to my girlfriend's house and decided to smoke a joint on the way, which is not unusual in my neighborhood at that time. And the only thing I had to light with was a kitchen match, you know, the wooden ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was kind of windy out. So I had to cut my hand over it, and I lit it off my zipper. And while I'm lighting it, I went, "What's that?" And I lit my mustache on fire and burnt my mustache off. So I showed up at my girlfriend's house with half a mustache.
That's funny. You got any razors?
Yeah. Can we even this out?
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, Bansma, I did. Look, I can get along with almost anybody. I really can. You really have to try hard for me not to get along with you.
I don't get along with anyone.
Well, I hate everybody, but they don't mean I don't.
You don't hate me.
Well, that you
What
know
do you mean?
of.
That I know of, yeah. That I know of, yeah. He does love me. He's told me he loves me.
You're a bit of all right for a UK guy.
I'll accept that.
You must be okay. J Kid and Mama Manny both call you brother, so you know.
Yeah,
I trust their judgment.
Oh wow, is that real?
What's that?
This is a story that just came across my feed. The U.S. Secret Service arrested and has now charged a Chinese national who entered Mar-a-Lago on March 30th while the president was in Florida golfing. A thumb drive containing malicious software was found on his person or on her person when she was arrested.
Ooh.
The Chinese starting some shit.
Oh shit! It's about to pop off.
Necrosol, that's my line. You can't have it. Well, not without paying. You know, I get a nickel every time you say that. He's an equal opportunity hater. He hates everybody.
That's fair enough.
Well, we've got about 5 minutes left, guys. Any questions or anything? You know, surely you can't know everything you want to know about us.
Oh god, that's horrifying. I'm just going to show you this image real quick.
What is that?
That's Jeremy Corbyn's face, a face superimposed onto Theresa May's head.
Oh,
good Lord.
That is terrifying. Jeremy May.
Kind of looks like an aging rock star.
It does. It does. I've done too much cocaine.
Yeah, he played with the Who, didn't he?
That is pretty terrifying, actually.
Am I glad my name isn't Dick Trickle? I get what you're saying, but he was a pretty good driver.
What's going on in the chat? Bear my eyes. Sorry. Prospero, that's horrifying. Yeah, it is. How do you think I feel? No, it's going to change from Russia collusion to China collusion. Citron asks, have you gents considered voice acting?
I have, but I never looked into it too deeply.
Yeah, here's the problem. As a young man, I always wanted to get on the radio. I wanted to be a disc jockey. I wanted to get on the radio. That's a lot of Marlboros ago, before my voice was as scratchy as it is now. But here's the thing. I can't lose the redneck accent. No matter how I try, it's still there. So there's not a lot of call. You know, I guess I would be, what do they call it? A character actor, you know.
I wouldn't mind doing it. I just don't know how you get into it.
Yeah. I mean, they have done it in a way for me. Both of them done some voice work for me on a bit that I done at World War ZJW.
That's true.
Yeah.
I lent my voice to that project.
Yes, you did.
I was there for that. Was the radio even invented then?
Yes, we had the radio, Campbell. Not that old.
Now I could get Scribe to write and read that on the Two Girl stream. No,
Yeah.
don't you do it, Vomit. I've had enough of you sending me horrifying images. He's worse than Suit at this point.
Bansma says, you sound like you're from my home state of North Carolina. I have an odd accent. It's a mix between Hoosier and Kentucky. So it's not quite like either one, but similar to both. So, yeah. Two minutes to go, folks. Bear wants to end on time. I know I started late, but he wants to end on time. And I think I'm probably ready for it to end on time. This is my first string back. Taking the steps. Baby
steps.
Can I just point out, according to Twitter, it is both Equal Pay Day and World Autism Awareness Day. I feel that those two.
I knew that, but I hadn't made the connection. That's.
I feel like those go together.
Yeah, get kind of fitting there. Yeah. Because to believe that we don't have equal pay, you'd have to be an autist. P-Dog says, Bob never ended on time. Yeah. Bansma, I would shake any of their hands.
I'll get your email then. Well, I mean, I just won't open them. But thanks for streaming, Dad. Flu bug hit my house hard this past weekend. Needed to check on you.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, she texted me earlier, but I couldn't talk to her very long. I was getting ready to head to the doctor. But I'm sorry to hear that, sweetie.
Let's give Blood a few more likes, guys. Yeah, come on, guys. 83 people watching, 69 likes. Let's inflate that a bit after the little troll invasion.
Yeah, why not?
I did my part. I always like when I join a stream.
Yeah, can't dance.
Mostly because I'm there.
You're just liking yourself.
I love me, man.
Hey, that's no surprise. I do too. I like who I am. That's the reason I can laugh at it when people insult me. Like, hey, I don't care. I like who I am. I don't care if you don't.
James Colley, Monkey, can you check the tweet I sent you?
Is it a tweet or a DM? I don't see a tweet from you.
You having open DMs is just never a good idea.
It makes it so I miss a lot of shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to get hold of you, but ignore me.
Well,
shitbag.
Well,
They need to let me have like a friends list.
Bear, you know he's kind of known for that.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not the only one.
You should reply to me, monkey. I'm important.
I do reply to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The
just
day
hours
after.
later.
Shit back.
All right, guys. It is now that time. Thank you, chat, for showing up and supporting it and all the donations. Thank you very much, moderators. You earned your pay if you got any today. Thank you very much for that quick action. Bear, as always, thank you for showing up. Anything you want to share?
Yes, I would like to show something. Actually, I put out a brand new video on the main channel today where I did a response video to the root on reparations. That's on the main channel. And I also did a video on PewDiePie's new song where he throws massive shade at T-Series. And I managed to trigger the life out of a social justice warrior type T-Series subscriber. So at least go check out the comment section.
I seen that. Is his name Bob?
It's just not. No, it's something like fucking jump shit or something. I don't know. But yes, go check those out, guys.
So if they have a need for customer service representatives, do they hire it outside of India?
Maybe.
I've always wondered that.
They give it to the Pakistanis because they sound pretty much the same.
You go to the back. All right, and Monkey,
Do Indians
thank
have
you.
trouble?
Go ahead.
Do Indians have trouble understanding what we say?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Anyway, you were saying.
Thank you for coming. I know it's not often that you get to, and it's always special when you do. Anything you want to
thank
say?
you. Just tonight we'll be on Scribe's channel, Lords of the Night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Links there.
There you go. There you go, guys. And again, thank you, chat. You guys are the greatest, and I mean that. And as always, get out of my yard.
Bye, guys.